Welcome back to the African Girl Story. Still on relationship number 2. In 2020, I just left my marriage. I was married before in 2018, precisely 13th of October. And in 22nd of October 2020, I left that marriage. But that's a story for another day because we're talking about relationship number 2. So when I left the marriage, I said, okay, I think it's best for me to take my career to the next level. So in that 2020, I was about to venture into what I'm doing now, but just as only insight. But right now, I have about 3 or 4 different programs about the African girl. I have the African girl story. I have the breakfast conversation with the African girl. I also have the chronicles of the African girl and the African girl, the spiritual messenger. But this 2020 I'm talking about, it was just motivational quote and insights. I was just starting. So I remember that this relationship number 2 has a theme for IT and technology. So I decided to call him on WhatsApp. Luckily, the number went through. I was not like, please, oh, this is what I want to do. But first, my marriage didn't work again. And I feel I have all the time now to really go on with my passion. And this is what I want to do. You have a thing for technology and you also have a thing for IT, for internet. So how can you help me? Where can you come in? He did as if someone was not even talking to him. That thing, when the passion is not coming from who you're asking the question, it's as if you're asking a blind man to lead you. That's how it feels. And if you're not brave enough or strong or probably courageous enough, you might just give up. But see where I am now today. People are DMing me to teach them for something I did not learn from anywhere or anybody. Relationship number 2 would have killed this dream just because of one question. Man cannot help you. It's only God that can help you. So when he said he will look around, you check the internet to see what materials he can get for me and send to me. Up to today, I'm still waiting for the material. I overlooked it. Now, when I left the marriage, I was not expecting the incident that happened that day to happen. So I left unexpectedly. And when I left, and I didn't want to go back to my family house. But luckily, I had 2 cars. As at then, I had Lexus SUV and also have Ford SUV. So I was not contemplating. I was like, I'm not expecting money so soon and I cannot go back to my family house. So let me sell one of the cars. So I sold the Lexus Jeep and started my life again. But because of what relationship number 2 did, I still went further after I paid for a place. I said, please, I'm stranded. I told you that I've left my marriage. So I don't know, accommodation issue. I have money, but I'm just looking for something to sum up so that I can get a good place to stay. Can I get, even if it's as small as $200 to just add to what I have? He said, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Don't worry. You understand? But let me just show you around. So he quickly turned the WhatsApp call to a WhatsApp video. Anybody that is competing with you will always compete with you, even if it's next millennium. It even takes grace for you to know that someone has this kind of mindset for you and still go back to say, can you help me? But sometimes it's good you do it so that you have better clarity of who you're actually dealing with. Not like I don't know him. I thought the last time I spoke to him was 2016. And this is 2020. Probably he must have upgraded, changed, or you understand. be a better version of what I've known. But instead, it's as if I went to pour fuel or kerosene inside the fire that was burning in his ego. He started showing me his sitting room, the bar in his house, mini bar in his parlor, and his surroundings, his toilet, his room. And I was like, what does this have to do with me? I said, well, that's very good. It's nice, but when I knew you, you were not taking alcohol. Do you now take alcohol? Because I saw like a bar in your sitting room. He said, that's all outdated. No, this time I drink, I do everything. I just, I just please myself. I said, very good, good for you. Nice, keep it up. So talking about what I said now. So when am I expecting it? Are you giving it to me or not? Or should I not expect it? What's up? How far? He said, don't worry now. I've told you I will look into it. I will look into it. As we're talking now, 2025, he's still looking into it, expecting the mumu to also wait for him. But do you know the mind-blowing thing? I have already sold one of my cars to use the money to rent myself an apartment. This was just test number 2. It was not really supposed to be a test. When I was asking for how to go about my teaching and speaking career, I was not testing him. I was just about starting without any mentor or anybody. So I just felt, God, you are the one pushing me. I will sleep. I'll be seeing different things. You'll be telling me things and all that. Okay, let me take a leap of faith and start this thing. So because he's into it, I just, okay, just a heads up. And he twisted it and did not give it any interest before this second one. The second one was now the main test. And he did the same thing. I said, okay. So I gave him in my mind 6 months to 1 year and see if he will on his own just say, hey, talking about that your material or talking about that your assistance, financial assistance, how did you go about it? Even if he will not give what I asked for, but just that concern or just to make it look like, someone asked for something, no, and let me just know how this person is doing it or how this person is going about it. Let me just know if this person actually got what she was looking for or how she's going about the whole thing till today. So after 1 full year, 2021, I blocked him all round. I know too well that he has fake accounts that he's using to monitor his head. Who cares? I don't care. It's your own time you're wasting. Because if you must know, time waits for no man. The moment you get to 30, you can never be 20 again. The moment you get to 40, you can never be 30 again. So if you feel you have the whole time in the whole world to be monitoring someone, it's your own cup of tea, it's your business. I'm in my own mission. So I'm happy and fulfilled. And I'm even happy at this point that it did not help because this same person is now having ownership mentality for waiting in no soul in one reap. He wants to do something similar. He has created an account somehow where as he's collecting from here, he's putting it in that one to see how we can make money from the internet. Monkey go the walk, babu go the chop. The same thing you ignored, the same person that you did not even listen to is the same thing or the same reason that you want to almost come back to her because you feel she is getting somewhere. When I tested you the second time with assistance, I knew you will not give. Can someone that is competing with you help you? It's very difficult. The delusion